Hey everyone, this is Operation Fit Mom and I am here at the Blue Hills. As you can see behind me, there is a gorgeous view. I am going to do full body stretches today so you can see exactly what you should be doing before you start your workout. So stay tuned while I do the full body stretch workout. Okay everyone, I am here to do full body stretches and I am going to start with our ankles. It's really important to stretch our ankles. The reason being is that our ankle supports all of our body weight. So a lot of people think that the ankles are not one of the important parts to exercise or to stretch, when in fact it really is important. Some of the exercises or stretches I should say I do is, the first one is I'll raise my leg out, my right leg out, and I point my toe down and then I point it up, and I just do that for about maybe 5 to 10 seconds on one leg. Down and up, down, up again. And I don't have any body or anything to balance myself on, but my balance is pretty okay. And I do that for a while. Then I switch and I do the same thing with my left leg. I go down and up, down and up, down and up. Another exercise you can do is roll your ankles, and that's a pretty easy one as well. Sometimes you might need a chair or someone to support you, but that's another exercise you can do. Set of stretches I'm going to do is I'm going to put my heel down on the ground, keep my toe up. I'm going to bring my body down so that my hand can touch my toe. And you can feel the stretch in your calf and in the back of your leg and a little bit in the front of your leg as well. So you're going to just stretch, stretch, stretch. And again, you could do this for about 5 to 10 seconds. As long as you feel the stretch, you're doing it. Your knee should be bent, your left knee should be bent, and you should stretch that as much as you can. Don't try to overexert yourself, just stretch it till it feels good. And you're going to switch, and you're going to do the same thing on your left leg. Heel down, toe up, bring your fingers down to your toes, and you're going to just stretch that calf, you're going to stretch that hamstring in the back, and you're going to stretch that quad. So just let that stretch. Just work into that. Keep your right knee bent while you're doing that and just stretch. And again, do not overexert yourself. Stretch as far as you can. If you can't get to your toes, that's okay. Go as far as you can. All right, the next stretch we're going to do is, we're going to stretch the front of our legs. Okay, so you're going to, if you have someone nearby, or if you have a tree, you can hold on to the tree, you can hold on to the person, but you're going to grab your ankle, your right ankle, and you're going to stretch this quad here, and my balance is a little off. So what I can do is bring my hand out, and that helps me a little, and you just stretch. And you let that stretch as long as you can, and that stretches your quads. And you're going to switch. And you're going to do the same thing on your left leg. And again, bring your right arm out and just stretch. And you're stretching your quad, which is the front of your thigh. And you should wait until you feel that and do all of that, stretch all of that here. The next stretch I'm going to do is I'm going to actually open my legs wide, not too wide, not too close, but just good enough that you can stretch your body. And you're going to actually start from your waist, and you're going to just bring your left arm down your leg, down your left leg, and you're going to bring your right arm up and just reach the sky. Again, you don't have to kill yourself. If you're intermediate, you can stretch over. If you're a beginner, just keep your arms straight up and just let that just sink into that stretch. Okay? And you're going to do the same thing on your other side. You're just going to stretch as far as you can. And just let that stretch, feel that stretch in your arms and your shoulders and your waist, everywhere. And you're just going to bring yourself back up. The next round of stretches we're going to do is that we're going to stretch our legs as far as we can, or as comfortable as we can. Again, don't overexert yourself, but as far as you feel comfortable, because what you're going to do is you're going to bring your body from the waist down. So you're going to stretch all the way down, right to the middle between your feet, and stretch this as long as you feel comfortable with. Again, if you can't touch the floor, you can always bend your knees, or you can stretch, keep your legs straight. Then the next stretch you're going to do is you're going to bring your arms over to your right leg and just touch your right ankle and let that stretch. Feel it all through your legs and just let that just sit into that stretch. And you can do this for 5 to 10 seconds. Then you're going to walk your hands to the middle again and bring yourself over to your left ankle, and you're going to do the same thing. And with this, you can stretch, you can bend your knees if you feel a little more comfortable, or you can keep your legs straight. You're going to do this for about 5 to 10 seconds, and then you're going to walk your hands back to the middle. You're going to bend your knees, and you're going to bring your body back up very slowly. Okay? Now, the next stretch with this is you're going to again bend your body, bend your knees, and then you're going to take your right leg, face it the opposite way of you, stretch your back leg, and just bring this down. Bring your back leg down and just stretch. And again, you don't have to go far, just go where you feel comfortable. You're going to bring this up. You're going to do the opposite, go in the opposite direction, and just do the same thing. Make sure that your knee doesn't go past your feet. That is very important. Keep this back leg as straight as you can, and just stretch into that. Don't bounce, just stretch. Okay, so we've stretched our lower part of our bodies. Now we're going to stretch the upper part of our bodies. Now, the next one we're going to do, it's a really simple stretch. We just bring our hands together. Actually, clasp our left hand over our right wrist and then just stretch. And just let this stretch, and it stretches the back of your shoulders, the front of your back of your arms. You just let this stretch and just keep stretching as much and as long as you want. And then you're going to switch. You're going to take your hands and you're going to put them behind you, and you're just going to stretch. And again, do it to where you're comfortable. You don't have to go all the way up. You can go down. You can stretch like this, as long as you're stretching and making sure that you're stretching your shoulders, your chest. Just stretch to where you're comfortable at. So you'll do that. And what I do is I go to the front, then I go to the back. And I do that a few times. To the front, to the back. You just feel that stretch, okay? Next stretch I do is I bring my right arm up. Take my left hand on my elbow, my right elbow, bring my arm down behind my head, and I just stretch this. And sometimes I stretch my whole upper body just to get a full stretch. And I do that and I make sure this is all, I feel the stretch all my arms, my waist. Just stretch. Then do the same thing with my left arm. Right arm on elbow, bring my arm behind my head, and I just stretch. And just pull your body into the stretch. Don't force it. Then the next stretch I do is shoulder rolls. So I bring my shoulders to the front and to the back. So front and then back, front and back. And again, I do this for a while. And don't forget to breathe. Front, back, front, back. Then I do shoulder rolls. What I call shoulder shrugs, excuse me. So up and down, up, down. This just stretches your shoulder, a little your neck. You just bring it down. You do that for a while. And then the final stretch I do is I take my right hand, bring it over my left ear, and I just bring my head over to the right. Very easy. So I can stretch all of this here. And I do that. And then I change again. Left arm over right ear. Stretch. And this stretches all this here. And you stretch. And then finally, I just shake everything out. Just shake your legs, your feet, your hands, your arms. Just shake everything out. And that is a full body stretch. I hope you enjoyed this. Please rate, subscribe, and comment below. You can check me on Facebook at www.facebook.com Operation Fit Mom. You can also Twitter me at Operation Fit Mom. And if you have any questions, you can send me a quick email at operationfitmom@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.